All right. Welcome to the Chico Creates podcast, where we interview local artists, musicians, and makers from here in Chico, California. I'm your host, Kira Barsodi, and with me today are Lorna Such and Webster Moore, who are vocalists of the band Lo and Behold, which is a 7-piece groove band from Chico, California. Bringing a mix of soul, funk, groove, and tight rhythms, Lo and Behold's energetic shows will make you dance while capitulating the dizzying arrangements, featuring horns and vocals. So welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, of course. Super glad to have you. So I've got, two guests today. This is new for me. So we can all kind of obviously chime in, and I'd love for you each to answer all the questions too. So starting off, tell us a little bit about yourselves beyond the bio.
Well, let's see. So we started playing in Lo and Behold, I think about 7 years ago. But I think me and Lo have been in Chico most of our lives. But I started playing piano when I was about 5. So music has always been around, and started getting into bands, I think, in high school. That's where I had like my first high school band. And since then, I've just been kind of hopping around from band to band, and found a band called Lo and Behold. And we've been playing together ever since then. And it's still going.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Yeah, I started playing piano. I took lessons in Paradise when I was, I think, 7. And then I played piano for about 10 years. And then I was always really introverted and shy. And then I started singing. And then a friend heard me and was like, you should like do an open mic or something. I was like, no way. But then I just slowly got into it and started doing more vocal. And then, yeah, it was great when we started the band, and that was kind of a big dream of mine, was to start a band and do that whole thing. So
awesome. And your band has grown. Like, you guys, seems like you keep adding members.
It never stops.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
Like, could you share the lineup with us?
So we have Webster Moore on the keys and the vocals, Lorna Such on the vocals. We have Cody Nab on the drums, Grayson Katka on the bass, Ethan Sweat on the guitar, Levy, how do you say his last name?
Ooh, Swala, I think.
Swala? I don't think that's right. I think it's Swala. Oh, I'm so sorry, Levy.
Sorry,
we love
Levy.
you so much. On the saxophone, he's incredible. And Almond Cowell on the trumpet, incredible as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And are they all local-ish, or what brought them all to Chico?
Everybody except, well, Ethan is not local. I believe he's from Napa. And then Levy is based in Sacramento.
Okay.
So he comes down to play with us. Which
Awesome.
We're very thankful.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been really cool to see like how the sound has transformed like over, because we
With
started
each edition, yeah.
we started as a 5-piece.
Yeah.
No horns or anything, and that was a very different sound than kind of where it's going now.
Yeah.
Which has been a lot of fun. Working on a record right now, so we have horn parts and stuff, and flute and sax and trumpet, and so it's been a lot of fun to see the growth of
The
that.
change, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. That's awesome. So, yeah, mentioning new album coming out. When is that going to be out?
Yes, we are so excited to announce our album release show will be December 14th at the Sierra Nevada Big Room.
Awesome.
And we're going to have Surrogate play with us as well.
Cool.
Yes.
That'll be a great show. I got to try to get that one.
Yes.
My husband's the one who goes to all the music, especially like with a baby. I'm usually home with the baby and let him go out and do his late night music stuff. But as the baby gets older, it's easier for me to go with him. So
Late night, yes.
yeah. Yeah, we love live music here in town for sure. So what's your guys' like favorite place to hang out in town?
That's a good question.
Favorite local spot?
At home?
I feel that.
Like, do I have time to hang out anywhere now? I mean, downtown's always so amazing. Yeah, when I have a day off, I like to ride my bike or walk around downtown. Bootleg's my favorite. I could be in there for like 2 hours. She's like, "Are you sure you're doing okay?" So I'm like, "Yep." But yeah, downtown's great. I feel like we take it for granted sometimes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think I like T-Bar a lot. Going there and just hang out. And my friend Caroline started working there too, so it's an excuse to go over. And like we like to get like big tuna sometimes. We'll just hang out. But yeah,
Yeah.
Sushi spots.
We have some good sushi in town.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Big Tuna just opened up a new spot. Yeah, I have to go check that out over on Nord, which is awesome. Yeah. Plug for Big Tuna and all their projects. Seriously. Do you have a favorite drink at T-Bar? I always get blackberry lemonade.
I always get what did I get? The mango freeze me, I think is
nice.
what I would usually
That's
get.
your standard?
Yeah.
Awesome. So you guys both mentioned that you kind of got started in music with piano. Are your families musical, or has it always kind of been, you both started young too, so it sounds like it's always been an interest.
Yeah. I started, well, my mom played guitar and piano. My dad played a little guitar.
Okay.
And it was actually for me and my brother, the kind of standard was like, find, whatever instrument it is, once you both playing and learning as you grow up. So we took lessons from the same teacher, which was a lot of fun. And we had like a 7-year difference from each other. So,
nice.
He was definitely way ahead of me.
Right.
But that was fun to kind of be on that journey together. And I think we had the same teacher for like 10 years or something like that.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Yeah, that was cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Neat.
I didn't know your mom plays piano, guitar. That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's why we ask the questions.
You're like, that's why we're here.
Yeah.
Let's see. My dad is musical. He plays the drums. He's played in bands. He's from Leeds, England.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and he played in New Zealand for a long time in a band called Hog Snort Rupert's Original Flagon Band.
I love it.
So I think he kind of influenced me to start playing.
Yeah.
And my mom, she would sing to me as a kid, and I would kind of mimic her, and I think that influenced me as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's very, very cool. So you also mentioned that as with each addition to the band, your sound has kind of shifted and changed. Like, how did Lo and Behold kind of come together with that kind of funk groove sound, and then so like where were the origins of that? What kind of inspired that?
Well, it was interesting because when we first started the band, we have a couple old members that are in the band now. But when we started, everyone just had their kind of, there was a wide variety of
Very
genres
eclectic,
that people liked.
yes.
Yeah.
Like a guitarist, I think, was more like a classic rock guitar player. And Grayson, our bassist, likes hip hop and country. And so it's like all these weird influences. And we would kind of write songs together. Someone would have an idea and we'd kind of, figure it out and practice and stuff. So that, like, our old songs have so much of a different sound, but then I think, 2 years ago, maybe we started bringing in like horns and stuff. And then I think writing songs, we were like, okay, so we have these new instruments to kind of incorporate. And I think we wanted to be like a fun band that people could,
dance,
come out and dance to, have a good time. So that kind of was more in consideration as we wrote going forward, I think
it started really kind of riff based, our songs, a lot of the time. And also what I love about our band is it's not just Webster and I writing the songs. Everybody comes up with, hey, I came up with this the other day, and then we'll all work on it. So it's never like, well, I wrote this song, I'm bringing it to us, I mean, it does happen that way sometimes, but most of the time everybody's involved. I like that so much.
Super collaborative in that way.
Some songs that Grayson would write all the lyrics for,
Yeah.
Lorna would figure out the melody, and I might write the chords, and so it's a cool, very combined effort.
That's awesome. That's very, very cool. Do you guys each have a favorite song that you've written from the band, like,
That's
or
such a
that
hard
you've made?
question.
I like the newest one, Quite Like You, which is We'll Be on the Record. And I think is our newest song that we've been playing, so it's not as familiar to people, but I like that one.
Awesome. Well, that's a good, like, forward promo.
Yeah, that's my new favorite too. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
I'm gonna copy you.
Do you guys have any kind of like rituals or routines when you write music versus when you're coming together for practice? Like, kind of what's that process like?
I think.
So what's your process?
I always try and force Webster to write with me. I'm like, okay, Tuesday we're gonna sit down, we're gonna write, and he's just like that's not how I do it, you know. So we're like still figuring that out, which is actually kind of fun because I don't know, we're just still learning and growing that way. But usually, I feel like it's very eclectic. Like I'll come with a little piece, you'll come with a little piece. Or sometimes we sit down and write together.
Yeah,
it happens sometimes.
It's been a while though, but what about like if you're writing by yourself, do you have a?
I like starting with the music and then piecing together with lyrics. I'll write lyrics all the time, just randomly, on my phone or whatever, like a lot of people do, and then I'll come up with a progression on the piano and then just kind of fit the lyric mood to the music that way. I feel like a lot of people write like that, maybe. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know.
Well, as we interview more musicians, we will find out. Yes. How about you, Webster?
Man, I've never had like a specific way. It seems like it changes a lot. Sometimes I'll just write like a poem or something, and then try to write chords to it, Sometimes I'll smoke and then I'll just have like a little session of just like just trying to finish a song right then and there. Like, what did you just say?
Kidding me?
Oh no. No, but it's like I'll use it as like a tool to kind of help spike some creativity. And for me, it's like if I write something and I leave it and I don't finish it, it's really hard for me to come back to and like finish the song.
Yeah, interesting.
So I'll try to sit down and just knock it out, in a couple
hard.
Hours or something. And
it's hard to do.
Yeah, some weird stuff comes.
Like
good
that,
weird though.
Yes.
Yeah.
yes, for sure. What is the best part about being a musician in Chico? Obviously, you guys are all still around. So like, what's it like to be a musician here? / what's keeping you guys here?
I think
kind of a combo question.
That local support is so important, and it's really prevalent in Chico. You just feel that. I mean, even if people don't like the music, friends will. I mean, I'm sure people probably wouldn't say that if they didn't, but they'll still.
Who wouldn't like your music? Like it's very listenable, approachable, enjoyable. Like,
thank you.
And it's like, your guys' vocals are both gorgeous too. Like,
thank you.
Yeah. Anyway,
thank you.
Continue.
Well, just thank you so much. I'm blushing. Just the local support, I think, is very important, and you feel it every time we play a show. I feel like.
Yeah.
Oh, do you disagree?
No, I said yeah.
Oh.
It just came out very straight.
Oh.
I think I like how, Chico's not a super big town, but even. There's so many different opportunities of like musical variety, like there's
true,
it's not like there's only this genre, like Lorna might sing like a background jazz gig or something and do more of like a soul show or something like that, and there's a salsa band and stuff that's always looking for musicians to fill in and stuff, so there's a lot of cool little like opportunities that still like is interesting and different and stuff.
Well, that's something that I like, kind of digging into the music scene here. It seems like there's a lot of like Venn diagram overlaps between different bands in town.
Yeah.
Everyone's kind of sharing,
the strummers and 10 bands and
exactly. So, and you're in another band, right, Webster?
In a couple decades is
right.
another just like cover band I play in. Then I have like my own like trio and stuff, and
okay, cool.
And I kind of hop around.
Yeah.
But I'd say Decades and Lo and Behold is probably the bands that I play in the most.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, cool. And Lorna, you also just recently released an EP, solo EP, which is actually where the theme song for this podcast came from.
Take your time.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me on that. It's very cool.
Of course. Yeah.
Cool.
How when did that come out, that EP?
About a year ago.
Okay.
Yes, and I'm currently working on about to kickstart another EP, a small collection of songs, so I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Super cool. What? Oh, by the way, what's the new Lo and Behold album called?
You ready? Should we tell them?
Tell them.
Chunk.
Love it.
Chunk. I haven't said it out loud yet.
Oh wow! Is there
I'm so weird.
care to reveal the meaning behind that, or do we have to listen to
You have to
figure
listen.
it out?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You have to wait.
Leave
More
it up to
forward
interpretation.
promo. Yes. Awesome. Let's see. What's your favorite venue in town to play at? There's so many.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Hard to
hard.
choose from.
I mean, I love Argus has a big place in my heart.
Mhm.
For sure. That's always a good place to play.
Mhm.
The El Rey is really fun.
I got married at the El Rey.
You did?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
cool.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That's beautiful.
It was also
Yeah.
really hot in there at the time
Oh.
because it was in August.
Oh.
Did you have like
But it
a
was
band
cool.
playing for it? or
No,
anything?
we just got married on the stage.
Oh,
That's
nice.
so cool,
That's
though.
sweet.
Yep, it was fun.
Very Chico. way.
Yes.
I love
It's
that.
rock and roll.
Yes, it was
Yeah.
pretty cool. Anyway,
I like
I mean, Big Room is amazing too.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Yeah.
probably the
one of the
number
more
one.
rare venues I
Yeah.
think to play, but when an opportunity comes up, that's always really fun.
Yeah.
I also like Gnarly Deli a lot.
Hmm.
I just like
I
the
haven't gotten into their I remember them as a food truck because we did
Yeah.
Secret Trails all the time and they were always there.
Mm-hmm.
But I need to get into their building.
Mm-hmm.
it's something about like the underground,
Yeah.
very dimly lit room.
The
I don't know.
vibe,
Yeah, just
yeah.
like a cool space for I don't know, cool musical things to happen.
For
Definitely.
sure.
And it's like they've had punk down there and jazz and stuff.
Everything,
So it's a cool
Mhm.
space. And
Yeah.
like the bar's like sunken down too. So the
Oh,
when you're
neat.
sitting at it, the bartenders are like in a little pit or
Uh-huh.
whatever. And so that's
That's
a cool
awesome.
vibe too.
Man, okay, well that's a good plug for Gnarly Deli
Yeah.
too. I gotta go check them out.
Mhm.
Anything else that you guys want to share or talk about?
Yeah, we're just working on the album and kind of getting close to the ending point here. And it feels like shows have kind of started to pick up too.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Um,
so that's actually something what did y'all do during the pandemic?
Not much.
We had
Yeah.
a lot of we had a cut, break for
Sure.
3 months maybe of I feel like we just all kind of were like, okay, we've accepted what's happening. Let's just
Mhm.
whatever. And then I was like, okay, let's get on a FaceTime call, all 6 of us, and just
Mhm.
talk and catch up. And so,
I think we had a show, the first show that got canceled. I think we ended up doing like a last minute live stream in
yeah.
my old
Oh,
garage.
cool,
So
yeah.
that was,
It's a good pivot.
yeah,
Mhm.
that was fun. And I think I don't know if we did a couple live streams. I know we did. Who was putting it on at Laxon? There was
Oh,
like
that
they were
was
doing the live
fun.
stream series.
That was cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, or just the whole recorded show on the stage and stuff, and they were doing multiple bands for that.
Yeah.
And that was
That's
really
great.
fun.
Yeah.
And I think we did like some front yard jams
That
and
was
stuff like that
That was
too.
fun.
We
Yeah.
had people sit out like on the street
Yeah.
and like on the sides.
That was cool. I
yeah.
actually met people through that I swooped them up for my solo project.
Uh-huh.
Like this girl Marina, she was just walking by and she was like, "Hey, I sing. Can I jam?" And we're like, "Yeah, come on over." And then I got her number and we ended up
Camellia too.
and Camellia, that's
Yeah.
right. Oh, sorry. I got really excited. And Camellia too. Yeah, she's amazing trumpet player.
Yeah,
So,
Awesome.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
so cool.
that would be fun. We just post like, "Hey, we're jamming in the front yard today.
Yeah.
Come on by," and people would come and
You'd
hang out
hear
and
people
sit
on the street like,
Music,
live music.
Yeah, we're all dying over here. Did any how did that kind of influence you guys creatively? Did you kind of feel shut down from writing, or
That's a
'cause
good
I know
question.
for myself, I just retreated into knitting and didn't paint at all that year. So
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I felt that for a while. I
Mhm.
felt kind of, obviously a lot of people felt depressed. I felt
Mhm.
that for sure, and didn't write for a while too.
Yeah.
But then we did kick it back up, which was
We had a
Good.
couple, I remember like writing sessions where
Yeah.
we're like, well, we're not playing shows, so let's just see if we can come up
Yeah.
with something here.
Yeah.
I think we practiced in my backyard, like on the concrete once, and I think I remember some like weirder songs kind of coming to fruition from that, because that was one of those moments where it was all very collaborative. It wasn't like someone coming to the band with a song that was already figured out. That was, I think, purposeful of like, okay, let's see, what comes up. So I think we have some songs that we never touched after that. But,
That's true.
But it was cool just to be in a space of like, yeah, let's see, let's be creative and see what comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's cool. Well, I think we're at about time, unfortunately. I wish I could talk forever the rest of the day, but alas. So where can people, A, listen to and purchase your music, and B, find y'all on socials?
All streaming platforms right now. We have an EP that's out, but we will be releasing our album in December, second week. Woohoo! On Facebook, we're Lo and Behold with an ampersand, L-O and Behold.
Perfect.
Instagram is at Lo and Behold Band.
Awesome. Hooray. Well, thank you guys so much for coming in. I'm so glad we made this work.
Me too. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
Of course. Awesome. And you can find Chico Creates on Instagram at chico.creates. At chico.creates. No .com. And please, if you like what we're doing, we would appreciate donations to keep the project going. All that info is in the description below. And thank you so much for listening, and we will see you around town. Dun, 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 dun.
That was a great intro.
Call me when you're lonely, darling, when you wanted something to change. You only call me when
This podcast is sponsored by Metric Cosmetics, full-service video, photo, and podcasting in Chico, California. For more information, visit www.metriccosmetics.com. Metric Cosmetics. Let's get to work.